Welcome back to my Lifeskilling challenge here in Black Desert. My name is Teddy, and getting back into our day 6 challenge, I started out with opening all of the Black Spirit adventure boxes to start out the day. I thought it'd be best to start getting ready for the Etheria frigate, so I went out to Bear to get those herbs needed to get started on some alchemy. Leveling Gathering would be better if I had the proper gear for it, but being stuck using the lower clothes slows it down a lot. Not to mention, the lack of a hedgehog or llama and agris as the amount of materials I can get lower than what I normally do on my main account. I plan to stay out here until all of my energy is used up to make sure I have enough materials to keep going with making the pure powder reagent. This takes a lot longer when you're not using the gathering buffs of any kind, and you're relying mainly on the gathering level for mastery or speed. Once my energy is all gone, it's back to Bear, but do you remember those laundry lines? I'm going to be gathering them, so I use all of my energy I regain to gather more cloth I'll need for my costume mills early on. With the energy gone, it's off to Heidel to turn in Lars daily. I accept my lumber transport to Trent, and I remember I need to start chopping down the pine to power level processing while I'm still getting what I need. Speaking of power leveling, I still have to head to Olivia to start doing alchemy, and I still have to set up my house. They should be fine with having all the alchemy challenges already done to give me the tools, mats, and alchemy clothes before I do anything. Getting back into Heidel, I get Lars daily done, and I take the sunset dyed wool so I can start making the Manos craftsman clothes with no other way to get them or the wool. Now it's time to get all of my cloth stored up and see if any clothes can be made yet. Almost, I'll need the blackstone powder, but it shouldn't be too hard. Now it's time to head to Velia to throw in all of the enhancing materials I have and all the other goodies. Velia is already starting to look like a dream with just how many I have stocked up. So far, I have millions being stocked up if I could sell them, without even counting the Black Spirit save too. All of that out of the way, it's finally off to Olivia to start trying to make the shining powder I'll need. Getting into Olivia, I start prepping with getting the sugar I'll be needing, then store all the herbs in the storage. I made sure to keep the bottles on hand, but needing energy, I start eating my Halloween pumpkin cookies. These are great for being able to regen 10 energy every 10 seconds. I wish we were able to get more of these, either in a daily or weekly kind of way, but they're great while I had them. Prolobis should really add these again. You too can get these in the event tab of the Pearl Shop. Again, Prolobis, please add these in another event or something like them. It would help out life skilling, and it would be more fun in my opinion. Let me know down in the comments if you feel the same way. Eating some water, I get down to the river and I sit there watching my gathering level. It's either the weight hits its limit, or after a while, I'll finish getting all the water I need. At least I'll have a chance at getting something good, right? Having almost professional 9 gathering lets me not use energy sometimes, which is great, but it's a shame the better clothes doesn't increase the gathering speed, but slowly we'll get there. Yes, we found a way to use all that silver we found while out gathering. Silver bottles will speed up the process, and I already have the gathering needed to use them too, so it's an added bonus. Now, I just have to remember not to use any of the silver I get to make trade crates, and I should be good with not needing to have to use it at Central Market. We can all agree Black Desert does look nice remastered, so staring at the water isn't too bad. Even though with how good the game looks, I still miss having that +5 gathering, or at least the yellow grade bottles. I'll admit, I wasn't really prepared for alchemy like I thought I would be, but as you'll notice, it'll become a huge problem throughout the whole day. Bad part about how long it's taken to get the water scooped. I already know how long it's going to take just to get the water filtered and even use said water. But you didn't come just to watch me cheese my way through a life-skilling only Ironman challenge, so it's back to 2016. I swear it will get better later, but we all have to start up from somewhere, right? Once all the water is finally collected, the next longest part has to be done, filtering it. You really don't know what you're missing until you're stuck on the season channels. I have no access to my Lifeskilling Gear, and most importantly, no Manos processing stones. It was so much more annoying back in the day having to process down everything one by one. Even when they added all the processing stones, having to get each one for the different processing. Now, I really do miss having one of those stones. And this is why I hope I can get my try easily without needing to struggle too bad, but my luck's been pretty bad this week already. But with finishing up the filtering, I head back to Olivia and I grab all the materials to start getting the house in order. When I notice something, I don't have a house here. I only have one in the northern wheat plantation, but I need to level the horse, so it's off to Calpheon. Once in the northern wheat plantation, I can finally set up my alchemy tools and grab my alchemy clothes to help out with leveling. It's nice to have all the extra materials when I don't have the workers able to gather them yet, and my luck being as bad as it is when I'm gathering. I think Black Desert's housing and furniture has to be one of the best in MMOs. It really gives me a Sims feel when I'm out there setting things up, and I wish there was more options I could do on my main account. I guess I'll have to get back into setting up my manor so I can build again, and need to craft my own furniture. I have all the materials I need to start leveling in hopes of a rare drop, but with having low mastery gives me a 0.002% chance of good rare drops. All about the luck, right? Most of this challenge is already going to be based around luck, so it's kinda nice getting gold bars or the mysterious catalyst, even if it's only 1 or 2 per session. It's more than I thought I would be able to get, and is always a welcome sight. Now, let's see how many I can get before they make the changes, and I can get all the other materials needed that I can't buy anymore. People were asking me and wondering how I can make money, and to be honest, it's gonna be the drops like this that I'm gonna have to manage to get. At least I'm earning all the alchemy experience I'll need to one day start maybe converting the light stones with alchemy and not having to use money. It'll start getting expensive really fast, so if I was able to do it with alchemy, that'd be a better course of action, but alas, I know it's going to be hard going to level my alchemy when I can't buy anything until the alchemy update. After getting yellow grade sturdy lifestone now, I'm more hopeful. I know, I was really stupid and should have listened to Oil on this one, but hey, we're all not winners here. It's been years since I've had to deal with the slower alchemy, and this is just as bad as gathering the water and getting it filtered down. This is something I'll have to get used to, even though it sucks having no real option until I can complete this challenge, or I can at least graduate. I can say I've learned a valuable lesson with this challenge though. I now know how spoiled I am when I'm playing on my main account with all the life skilling costumes and pets. Playing on a new account, this challenge alone is already hard, but not being able to use the central market and also being stuck on a season tune makes it 10 times harder. I checked my goblin I set out for promotion in hopes it'll be my first artisan worker. I know, it's probably not going to be a promotion, but you never know. I could always get that streamer look and get carried to victory, but with how long it's taken to complete one cycle with alchemy, and how I haven't gotten a single powder yet, I'm thinking I'm going to need those advanced tools soon. After everything, I'm no closer to getting the flax that I need, nor any of the goals that I set out for myself, but that's okay. I'm going to continue going with my cooking and my alchemy in hopes I can get one of those easy alchemy stones and the contribution so that I can have my workers doing all of the work for me. If you enjoyed this small little update on my Ironman life skilling challenge, be sure to leave a like and let me know how you guys like to power level your alchemy. I'm curious and I could use all the help I can get without having any type of pearl items. Enjoy your day in Black Desert and keep gathering out there.